Have you ever thought about what it would take for a currency to collapse, particularly the US dollar? The stability of a currency is a critical pillar of any economy, and the US dollar holds a unique position in this global structure. It's not just a national currency, it's a global benchmark, a standard of value that influences economies worldwide. So, when we ponder about the collapse of such a behemoth, we're not just talking about a national crisis, we're discussing a global economic shift of seismic proportions. But what could cause such a catastrophe? Three main factors come to mind: significant economic downturn, hyperinflation, and loss of faith in the currency. An economic downturn could erode the value of the dollar, while hyperinflation could render it useless. But perhaps the most sinister threat is the loss of faith. If the world stops believing in the dollar's stability, its fall could be imminent. The collapse of a currency is a complex and multifaceted issue, but these factors play a significant role. The US dollar is more than just a currency, it's a global powerhouse. It stands as a titan in the world of finance, exerting its influence over the global market. As the world's primary reserve currency, the dollar is the cornerstone of international trade. It's the currency of choice for many countries, and its strength can make or break other economies. Now, let's delve into the concept of the petrodollar. This is where the dollar's dominance really shines. Oil, the lifeblood of the modern world, is predominantly traded in US dollars. This means that any country wanting to buy oil must first convert their own currency into dollars. This demand for the dollar boosts its value and reinforces its dominance. But the dollar's supremacy is about more than just economics. It's also about power dynamics on a global scale. The United States, through the dollar, has significant influence over global economic policies. The dollar's hegemony is not just about economics, it's about power dynamics on a global scale. But what about the emerging economies? Where do they fit into this picture? Enter BRICS, a powerful alliance of 5 major emerging national economies: Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. These nations, with their rapidly growing economies and significant influence on regional affairs, are challenging the dominance of the US dollar on the world stage. BRICS countries are exploring alternatives to the dollar-dominated system, like creating their own development bank and contemplating a shared currency. This move could potentially disrupt the existing global economic order, which has long been anchored by the US dollar. Imagine a world where the global economy is not solely tied to the fate of one currency, but rather a more balanced system where multiple currencies share the limelight. This could mean a change in the stability of the US dollar, which has enjoyed unchallenged supremacy for decades. The rise of BRICS could potentially reshape the global economic landscape, and with it, the future of the US dollar hangs in the balance. So what would happen if the dollar did collapse? This question poses a significant thought experiment. A dollar collapse could trigger a global economic upheaval. The world's reliance on the dollar as a reserve currency would be shaken, causing widespread instability. Countries could face recessions as their currency values fluctuate wildly, and global trade could be disrupted. The collapse wouldn't just affect economies, but it would also shift power dynamics. Countries with strong economies and stable currencies could gain more influence on the world stage. The BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, could be among those that rise. In the aftermath, new currencies might emerge as leaders. Could the euro, yuan, or a digital currency like Bitcoin XRP take the lead? That's a question for another day. A dollar collapse would be a game changer, but it's important to remember that economies are resilient and ever-evolving. Are you finding this thought-provoking? If you're enjoying the deep dive into the world of global currencies, don't forget to subscribe to our channel ThinkFuse. A simple click on the subscribe button below will ensure you don't miss out on our future videos. We keep you updated with insightful and engaging content on a regular basis. Your support helps us to keep exploring these fascinating topics, and we appreciate every one of our subscribers. Also, don't forget to hit the bell icon so you'll be notified every time we upload. In the next scene, we'll be wrapping up our discussion, so stay tuned, there's more to come.